And welcome back to No Sleep Sleepover. Woo!
Ooh.
I feel like I need to like jazz it up, you know.
Welcome back to No Sleep Sleepover.
But I also try to keep it consistent because like I don't know, when you listen to podcasts, they usually start in a similar way, like, I don't know. So, boom, still trying new things. Anyways, I'm Logan, that's Matt. You know the drill. Matt, how are you doing?
Good. This has been I guess my first week of Matt Hribar 5.0. So I started a new job, a new full-time job, and some
Everybody clap for Matt.
Oh, thank you.
Unless you're driving, then don't clap.
You imagine someone's like, yes, let me clap.
Like,
What else? Well, I've made a couple promises to myself. So one of them is writing 1,000 words a day. And I'm very glad to report that today, already this morning, I am 2,000 words in. So we are good for today's quota. And
Look at you.
I'm doing a trip to Chicago this week. So it kind of makes up. I'm trying to like make sure I get my time in for the weekend prior and after the weekend. But no, and then my first day of class was on Monday. So I was back to teaching college again, and I really love it. And the department was talking about maybe me doing like another class or two in the spring, which was great.
Fun.
And then the nonprofit that I teach with, we had our orientation, and they're great people, and they're talking about like having me be part of this like club of like Cleveland writers, and I'm just like, just like everything's coming up with roses right now. I mean, my romantic life is in the crapper, but that's fine. I'm glad that like everything but that is going super well. So I'm feeling great. How about you?
Well, real quick, it feels like we're in, like, if this is your book, like this is either like the beginning of a new, like the second book in the series, or like things were wrapping up and now it's like new adventures and stuff. So you know what that means, like new characters are introduced. So maybe potential love interest soon.
Ooh, maybe. I agree with you. Because like I feel like I live my life very hard. So like the idea of like it being a new chapter didn't feel accurate, but I do agree with you. Like a new book, a new even pamphlet, just a very different, like, like what was left behind was its own individual kind of crux.
Separate.
This is different. So I'm excited, and there's some other stuff
so
like
exciting.
in the pipeline, and I don't know, and to sleep a normal schedule, Logan. My mental health has blossomed. Like I woke up at 7 today, and it was like, oh my god, like this is great. Like I was
you're
up
waking
till
up
like
with
11.
the sun.
Yeah, I know. Waking with the sun, Mr. Sun. I love him.
Oh my God. I can't wait until I eventually get there, and just because it's, you figure it out working a different weird kind of shift where you work overnights. And I think we tell ourselves that, it's fine and we're used to it and we can do it. But then you don't really understand until you make that switch. Like, holy crap, that was hard. And so I'm really happy for you. That's so exciting.
When there was something about waking up at 5 a.m. that just never, like, I was always tired. I was always tired. Like I could literally fall asleep at 8 p.m. and my body would still 9 hours later be struggling to get up at 5 a.m. So I tried doing that for years. 4 years I spent on that cycle. So to be out of that cycle, it's great. Oh, and I checked. So this new full-time job is hybrid. So I get a little office cubicle, and it's funny because it's like, an art museum. So like you'd think it'd be like artistic, but like they have these gray cubicles that everyone hates, which is like funny. But like I have a giant like little cubicle space that I'm like, it's like so cute. And like the only thing though is like I think I need to get some cubicle wallpaper. I need to like wallpaper up the gray, because the gray is serving depression. And I am the opposite of depression right now. I am ecstatic. I am happy.
You just need to put happy stuff. I found that something that really brings me joy is fake plants, because with like alive plants, it's a lot of, you have to remember to take care of them, and if they die, then that's really sad because it's like I killed it. But with fake plants, you still get that green. It's still exciting. It still brings you that kind of sense of like life. And
Mhm.
so I have fake plants at my desk at work. I love it. I have them all around my house.
Mhm.
Big fan of fake plants. I think they really spice things up.
Oh,
So like I'm
I'll have to look into that. I like the idea of that, like bringing the outside in.
yeah, it's fun.
Yeah.
Exciting.
What about you? What's new with you?
Not much. Just working. I don't even know what happened this past week. I have I talked about Chicago when I went to Chicago? Did I talk about that?
Yes, and I'm going to Chicago, so I guess I have a question
Yeah.
while I have you. Any
Yeah.
any good things that I should look into?
So I was only there for a day.
Okay,
We
gotcha.
took a train there and got there around noon and then our train departed at 6. So that's not tons of time to be able to like explore and do things. Go to the art museum.
Mhm.
We of course saw the bean. We got pizza. So I feel like, we're trying to do,
Yeah.
when in Chicago, do as the Chicagoans do and fit all that into such a small time frame.
Mhm.
So when you go, actually, I'm gonna need you to tell me what kind of stuff to do because I'd love to go back and actually spend a long weekend
Mhm.
to explore.
Well, and I told my friend I wanted to see the Museum of Ice Cream, but he told me it's a scam operation, apparently.
Is it because I saw people going there like early this year,
Mhm.
maybe last year or something, and then I just saw someone post again about going there, and I was like,
Yeah.
oh, I should have done that. I mean, it just looks like a big Instagram kind
Yeah,
of
he's like,
place.
it's 60
Big
bucks
picture.
and it's like not worth it.
Ooh.
And I was like, oh my gosh, well, shoot. I don't want to
Yeah,
spend
I
60
think it's
bucks for like something that's not really worth it.
yeah, I think it's mostly just for like the pictures. I don't think it's as much of the experience, but I think it's like a good place to take those
If
pictures.
you're looking for in 1883,
Yeah, the
not the
history of
time.
ice cream, no.
No,
You're just
it's just
the Instagram models can go and they can take all cutesy pictures with the ice cream because it does look
yeah.
very cute.
Hmm.
That would have gotten me, honestly.
Yeah.
But hey, so you wanted today to be a surprise of what we're doing.
Yeah, well, I think we kind of play this game where it's like, what are we gonna do? And then one of us comes up with something. And so last week I think it was true crime, a little story, a little
Hmm.
balloon fest. So this week, I didn't even know that you had a topic, but you had a
Oh
topic. It's a
yeah.
surprise. So yeah, run us through
So
it. Hmm.
Matthew,
Hmm.
if you will, you are back to school.
Hmm.
You are a teacher currently.
Hmm. Well, I always feel like, when I describe myself as a professor or like an adjunct faculty member, it's like, oh my gosh, do I deserve that title?
Yes, you do. You worked really hard. We're all really proud of
I
you.
don't know, maybe.
Anyways, so you do the teaching. So I thought,
I
hey,
do, like, I just do it,
you
like,
just do it.
I
So
just teach all the time.
I thought, hey, it's back to school season.
Ooh.
Why don't we play a little game? Most of you may know. It's called Are You
Are you smarter
Smarter
than
Than
a
a
fifth
Fifth
grader?
Grader?
Ah! I knew that's where you were going as soon as I saw that paperwork fly out.
I have a bunch of paper here,
Is that
all
printed on
with,
the home computer? Do you have a home printer?
for legal reasons, yes.
Well, I've always wanted a home printer, but my mom was like, no, it's a scam. Everything's a scam.
Oh, seriously. No, growing up, I had a home computer, and I mean, that's when you had to like, you know, type papers and like bring them to, And
Yeah.
so I, growing up, had a home printer, loved it, used it all the
Hmm.
time. I don't currently have one.
Neither do I.
I printed these from a job.
Ooh.
If you're my job listening, no, I didn't.
Don't you dare report her for stealing what 0.0001 cent of paper
I didn't steal. I'll give it back
borrowed.
if
Yeah,
they
you kind
want
of.
it.
Can you imagine? You just like return it like upside down.
Please. They just
Oh
try
my.
to like reprint and they're like, oh, is this
They're
double
like,
sided?
is
Oh,
it? Are we doing a trivia segment? Like,
Yeah, but like, this is weird. Anyways, this printed double sided. I didn't even
oh my
realize
gosh.
that. Look at the wonders of printers. But yeah, so are you smarter than a fifth grader?
Okay.
So we have different categories. We have history.
Love history.
This is double sided. We have English.
Love English.
We have geography,
Love geography, actually.
science,
Okay, man.
math.
Oh, even worse. Yeah, no.
I know.
I used to be really good at math. Like I was in advanced math. And then as soon as I hit like 9th grade, all my math skills were like out the window. It was like a mass firing in my head of all the math skills. It was like, no 2 weeks, you don't collect your last paycheck and get out of here.
Bye.
And ever since then, I've not been mathy at all.
I've never really been mathy. It's just too much. I don't know why I'm gonna say this, but I'm gonna say it. I like still will count on my fingers sometimes. It's hard for me to take that and just do it in my head. I either need it on paper or just like some sort of like counting something. It's too hard. So I'm glad that this is not like a two-way test.
Yeah.
I'm just testing you because oof. So there's 1st through 5th grade for each category.
Ooh.
All of the categories except for math have 6 questions in each grade. Math has 5 because I figured that would be a lot of numbers. So you get to pick your first category, and then we'll just go 1st through 5th grade and just see how much you can answer.
Well, I think we should start with what I feel confident. So like history, English. Oh, excuse me, I just burped my Diet Coke in the microphone.
Hello?
It's an ASMR episode already. Yeah, English, history, those are like my strengths. So and you didn't say arts and entertainment, right? That's not
No.
that's trivia pursuit.
Seriously. I think they probably did have more categories on the show, but the internet does not. I literally looked at like 3 different websites and they all had pretty similar questions on each one. So it was kind of hard to find all of them. All right, English and literature or history first?
It's you pick, dealer's choice.
No, you're taking the test.
Okay. Well, it would be really embarrassing to mess up my English because that's kind of what my whole life has been, but let's try English. Let's go for English.
Okay, and we're going to start with 1st grade.
Oh God.
Right. The plural of moose is what?
The plural of moose?
Yeah.
The plural of moose. Oh my God. Oh my God. Am I going to mess this up?
This is 1st grade English.
Okay, but like really though, is it like who is teaching this in 1st grade? All right, the plural of moose. The mooses, the moose, the moose, the moosei, the masseuse, moosey, the moosey, the moosei, mooses. I've never like used the plural form of moose ever. Like I'm trying to think of when I've been like, look, there's a moose, or like, oh, it's caribou. They have a moose as their mascot. Like I've never been in a situation where it's demanded me.
How often do you talk about moose?
Oh, every day, girl. It's like moose come up left and right. The plural of moose. I don't know why I keep thinking mice. Like you know how some of the plurals you put the I in there, like octopi. Okay, mooses, mooseroonies, mooseopolis, moose. Is it just moose?
It is just moose.
Oh, yes!
Woo! I really wish you would have gone with mice, though. That would have been.
I was like, you know what? I'm overthinking it. I think it's just look at those moose.
It is just moose.
Oh my gosh! Wow. Okay.
There we go.
Tricky. That was hard. I don't want to play anymore.
As 1st grade English, question 1. Question 2. How many letters are there in the English alphabet?
Oh, 26.
Correct.
Oh my God. We start with the moose, the trick question about the moose, and it's like, what letter begins with A?
In the story about the boy who cried wolf, what is the lesson?
Oh, well, that's like there's a lot of lessons, I think, personally, but I guess the main lesson would be, by lying, no one believed him. So when that he needed to be believed, When there was an actual wolf, they didn't believe him because he had lied before. So it's kind of about honesty.
Yes.
And I would say too, there's kind of like themes that have to do with like, immaturity, probably some classism happening there as
So,
well.
like, as a first grader, Mr. Matt, I don't understand what classism is.
Classism.
So,
Okay.
yeah, it's
Honesty,
always
yeah.
tell the truth. Yes.
Yeah.
What is the term for a word that is similar in meaning to another word?
Synonym.
Yeah.
That's a first grade question?
I guess so.
No, not in Ohio. Maybe like in Sweden. Please.
3 different websites told me that these are like the questions in each grade. So
If we go to a first grade class and drop the word synonym, it's going to be a lot of
I'll be like, cinnamon?
synonym.
Okay, crazy people who broke into my classroom. What type of word should always be capitalized?
Oh, like a pronoun, like a what do you call those? Big pronouns, hefty pronouns, proper pronouns,
Not a pronoun.
proper nouns.
Yeah,
Okay, there we go.
there you go. And what tense is this? We will go to Disney World.
We will go. We will go. That's future because we will eventually go.
Correct. And that's 6 out of 6 for
Oh,
first grade.
thank God. Can you imagine? Oh my God.
You graduated. Now we're moving on to second grade.
Oh my God. Okay.
What type of literature features magical creatures such as giants, gnomes,
Fantasy.
and goblins? Fantasy, yeah. It says fairy tale, but I would go.
Oh no!
I would
it's
go with
fantasy.
fantasy. I'd go fantasy, fairy tales. I'd go.
Fairy tales are like a subset of fantasy.
Yes. So I'm accepting your answer. This one is gonna be a fun one.
There's like a second
maybe.
grader listening, like, no, the answer's fairy tale.
You're wrong. Is red an adjective or a noun?
I'm gonna say oh God. Reddish. Oh my God. Is red an adjective or a noun? Well, it's a describer, so an adjective, right?
This says both.
Oh, well, that makes sense, I guess. Yeah, that's tricky. That's a trick question. I don't like that.
I know, that was a hard one.
I'm gonna say I got it right because I just.
You're just really smart. What is the term for a word that has the opposite meaning of another word?
Oh, an anonym?
Mm-hmm.
Anonym.
Antonym.
Antonym.
What are the 5 interrogative or question words?
Oh, who, what, where, when, why?
Mm-hmm. Correct. What are the comparative and superlative forms of the word big?
Bigger, biggest?
Yeah.
Okay. That one too took me a minute. I don't know why.
It's like words that you know, but you haven't thought of for so long that you're like, oh, shoot.
Yeah.
Does bug have a long I or short U sound?
Boog. Bug. It's a short U.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Third grade. The person in a novel who tells a story from a third-person perspective is called a what?
Protagonist. From a third-person perspective? Like just third person?
So they're
narrator?
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Ridiculous.
Which is a plural noun? Okay. Toy, cup, children, or leaf?
Children.
Correct. What is the name of the book about a friendship between a spider and a pig named Wilbur?
Oh, Charlotte's Web, girl.
Yeah.
Charlotte dies.
So sad. Spoiler alert to any third graders.
Mommy, why did the spider have to die?
Such a sad book.
It's a good book, though.
Isn't it a movie, too?
Yes, with Templeton and his smorgasbord.
I haven't
The
seen
Rat
it.
Templeton. He's like a smorgasbord.
I need to rewatch that because I haven't seen that in forever.
Good date night movie.
Yeah, let's just watch Charlotte's Web.
Hey
And
babe,
then
let's
I was
have
gonna
Netflix and chill with Charlotte's Web.
and then we could watch Babe, the other pig movie
Oh my god,
about
back to back.
and then there's Babe 2. It's like Pig in the City or something like that, I think it's
Be like,
called.
it's a pig night out. We're
The
pigging
pig
out tonight.
night. Anyways, adding conjunctions such as and or but turns a simple sentence into what type of sentence?
Oh god, is it complex sentence?
You're
Not.
close.
Oh god. Conjunction, junction. What's your function?
Words and make phrases.
Not run off. It's not run off. It's not run
Mm-mm.
on. It's Oh god, I should know this one. It's like not complex, but
It's close to that word.
contrast.
No, you got it. I feel it. It's right there.
Oh god. Com- Contracted sentence?
No,
Oh god.
it is a compound sentence.
Oh. I
Got
knew
him.
the COM part really that hit me.
Yeah, no, you were close. I was like, you got it. It's right there. See, again, words that you just don't think of in a long, long time.
Mm-hmm. Well, and how
Who,
often are we like saying these sentences and being like, I just used a compound
That's compound
sentence.
sentence.
Yes, darling.
You know, it's so insane the things that you learn in school because they do matter, but it's like you know, you don't think about them when you become an adult
Oh yeah.
most of the time. But it's like if we didn't know them, then we would just all be dummies,
Well,
I
it's
guess.
like you almost have to know, not necessarily like, okay, that you know that it's a compound, but like why do we create sentences like that? Like
Yeah.
there's almost more power in like knowing the importance behind these things than necessarily knowing what it's called or like how to be utilizing it all the time, sort of thing.
There you go. Look at you, and that's why you're a teacher. Professor, I'm sorry, you're a professor.
Professor.
I'm sorry.
Na. It's Professor. All right.
Who is the author of James and the Giant Peach?
Oh, what is his name? Oh, is it? It's Ronald Dole. Ronald Dahl. Roald Dahl.
Yeah, Roald Dahl.
Roald Dahl. I can never say his name.
I know it's hard. It's like
Also,
Roald Dahl.
Yeah. Also the author of The Witches, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. What else? He wrote Matilda. He wrote some really good stuff. So
banger after
but
banger.
apparently, wasn't he like problematic or something? There was like some news that came out. I don't know.
I mean, I have no idea, but I feel like most people who write like James and the Giant Peach, weird story, good story, but like, that had to come from some sort of something. The main series of events in a story is called a what?
The main series of events in a story. Oh god. Like plot?
Yeah, like plot.
Oh, okay. I for some reason I was thinking like sequences. Like
That's a good one. Actually like.
Well, because like I guess it's
like
right because like when I think of plot, like if a student asked me how to describe plot, I'd be like the conflict. Like what? Because like you don't have like plot without conflict. Like something has to happen. So like for example, like you hanging out at home isn't a plot. But if you're hanging out at home and there's like an invasion, that's a plot.
Yeah, it's like isn't there like a story like arc or something? It's like the intro, the climax, the
yeah. So I think you're talking about there's a 3-act structure, there's a 5-act structure, and so then you have your midpoint, which is like in the middle, and the idea of the midpoint is like we've gotten to a point where we can't return. It's kind of the point that like changes the story forever. And it's like like the big like reveal. And then you have your climax, resolutions.
Resolution. That was the word I was looking for. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Now we're on to 4th grade.
Okay.
What is the main character in a story called?
Protagonist.
Yes. What type of word is truthfully?
What type of word?
Yeah.
Oh God, is that an adverb?
It is an adverb.
Yeah.
In this title, the lion, comma, the witch, comma, and the wardrobe, what is the last comma called?
Oh, on Oxford.
Yeah, good job. Are you for or against the Oxford comma?
Oh, I'm all about it. I think because like, they have the great examples of the sentences where it's like, you know, like where it'll be like you could tell like without it, like it can change some of the like
Mm-hmm.
it's like the roving comma children comma. I don't know. I'd have to find the sentences, but like this idea of like, by separating
It
it out,
changes, yeah.
it keeps it clear what you're talking about versus like not having it. You can muddle, your sentence a
Mm-hmm.
little bit. So
See, in journalism, they don't use the Oxford comma, and that kind of broke my heart because I think it's a good thing.
yeah, I think that we should be accepting the Oxford. So
I agree. A story conveying a moral lesson is called a what?
fable.
Yeah. Which is a type of poem? Graph, sonnet, or essay?
Sonnet.
Yes. What do you call a group of crows?
A murder.
Yeah, I don't know why I guess that's literature. Like that's
That doesn't feel like super English, but you're right. It's like
no.
if they
It's
read some books, they might know this one.
yeah, no, that's very interesting. But all right, we're on to fifth grade.
Okay.
Also, I was keeping score, but then I stopped because
I only got the one wrong, and it was that compound sentence. Yeah.
yeah. Um, who is the creator of the classic book characters Tom Sawyer and Huckleberry Finn?
Oh my God, that's what's his name?
Oh yes, what's his name?
Oh, Mark Twain. There we go. Mark Twain.
Yes. The words the and a are known as what in English grammar?
Oh God dang.
That's a hard one that I did not remember.
I know that there's a category. And part of the reason I remember this is because like you're not supposed to like capitalize those and like headlines and stuff and all that. E and an A. I don't know why like dispositions coming to mind. I don't think I'm gonna get this one. I'm just gonna turn it over to you.
Articles.
Okay. Yeah, no, I would never have gotten.
I did not remember that at all. I was
No,
like,
no.
oh yeah, okay, sure. You say so. Who is the author of the 1960 novel about social and racial inequality To Kill a Mockingbird?
Oh, that's Lee Harper, who only wrote that one book. Harper Lee.
Yeah. For those of you who are listening, I gave Matt like a little signal to just
Yeah,
switch
I was
the
like,
name.
what is she doing? Like it's like a claw like movement.
Like a little claw. I was just like,
I mean, considering that she only wrote pretty much one book, and that second book that she quote wrote wasn't actually legitimate. It was like a cash grab by her children or whatever. I think it's pretty impressive.
it's
Do you know
insane
who
how
she was good friends with?
no.
Truman Capote.
Who?
Truman Capote. Oh God. Oh no.
That's why I'm not the one taking the
He wrote
test.
In Cold Blood, which was like the first like true crime style nonfiction book.
Oh, interesting.
And she helped do a lot of research for him. And he also wrote Breakfast at Tiffany's, which became the movie.
Oh, very cool. Good for him and her for being friends.
So I might not know what a gosh darn article is, but I can tell you about that kind of stuff. Boom.
Boom. Lawyered. Which word means to radiate? Which word means to radiate? Is it spin, kill, or glow?
Glow.
Correct. Often seen at the end of a sentence, the three trailing dots that indicate the omission
Ellipses.
from. Yes. Okay. This one was written very well because it says blah blah blah. It's known as ... and it gives you like that instead of just a question mark. And I was like, oh, that's funny.
That's cute.
Anyways, last one in English. What is the name of the most famous English playwright?
Oh, William Shakespeare?
Yeah, obviously.
That's so subjective.
The most famous?
I mean, okay, I don't know.
Name
But like, how are we
one
defining
other.
fame? How are we defining fame?
Probably like, his stories continue to be
Yeah.
read in school and done in theaters. Name one other English playwright. That's what I thought.
I don't know. Who wrote Beowulf?
I couldn't name one either.
Mr. Beowulf.
Yeah, it's
Oh my
William
gosh.
Shakespeare, obviously. And that's English. Okay, so let's go to a second category. So we have history, geography, science, or math.
Well, science and math, I absolutely hate. So I'm gonna go with. I could do geography. I like geography.
Let's do geography. All right, first grade geography. Here we go.
Mm-hmm.
How many continents are there?
Oh my God, 7.
Yeah.
Unless you include me, 8. Oh, and
no.
Come on, that was funny. Your face, though. I love how you're like, oh, baby, and I was like, it's funny though. It's funny.
7 is correct. The websites did not say 8 if you include Matt.
Can you imagine if one of
be like, oh, geez.
Oh, okay. 8 if you include your
mama.
Ah! We're out. Podcast is over. We peaked.
Thank you,
right here.
mic drop. We're
Check
done.
us out at Starvolt Studios. Thank you. Goodbye.
Bye, everybody. Oh gosh. Remember when your mom jokes used to be a big thing? So awful.
I like how we both went there. We both knew to go there. That was
we see each other.
That's the podcast peak. Like even 5 years from now, we're still doing this
never
podcast.
beat it. You're like, hey, remember when we did that your mom joke?
At the same time.
Good stuff. All right, question 2, first grade. What country is Paris the capital of?
France.
Yes. In which country are the famous pyramids of Giza?
Egypt.
Yes. In what city is the White House located?
Washington, D.C.
Yes. How many states are in the United States of America?
Well, 50, but we do have some territories, so technically it should be higher than that. But
like states.
50.
Yes.
Although D.C. should also be a state, so
yeah. But that's, again, if we break into a first grade classroom and we say, hey, listen, guys,
okay, but if we break into a first grade classroom, first of all, shame on us. But 2, really, what's the capital of France? Are they going to know that?
I don't know. I think maybe. Probably not.
I think you and I have very different interactions with children, so clearly.
I don't talk to them most of the time.
I mean, my 4th graders, when I taught 4th grade poetry a year and a half ago, I don't think any of these questions they would know, but we'll see.
Oof, call them out. What country is the capital of Rome located in?
Italy.
Yes. All right, moving on to 2nd grade. Look, we're just doing it.
Woo.
Which state is called the Lone Star State?
Texas.
Yes. In what state is the Grand Canyon located?
Oh, Arizona.
Mm-hmm. What 3 countries are located in North America?
Canada, Mexico, and America.
America?
USA?
Yeah. Technically.
Oh, come on. You knew what I meant.
Technically. I mean, it is North America. There's South America.
United States of America, USA.
Which is always super confusing. It's like, why do we claim, that we're the United States of America, when like Canada is probably united as well. United.
First of all, I don't even think our states are united, to be first. Second of all, I mean, it is a little egotistical, but
I never liked it. Yeah. I think we should petition to change the name of
George Washington, Ben Franklin.
What the heck, guys? Yeah, Lin-Manuel Miranda should write a whole thing about that, naming the United States of America, where they just like, this is a good idea.
This was a bad idea. It's true. I don't know. We'll work on that.
We got to call Lynn. To travel from New York
Mhm.
to London,
Mhm.
one must fly over which ocean?
Atlantic.
Yes. In what country is the famous Taj Mahal
India.
located? Yes. And what is the smallest continent?
It's oh god, is it Antarctica or is it Australia? I think it's Australia.
Yes.
Because it's also isn't Australia one of those things where it's a continent, but it's also technically like an island at the same time?
Mm-hmm.
Weird.
Yeah. So yeah, it's
Weird.
Australia. Super weird. We're in third grade now.
Okay.
You're doing super well.
Yay.
What is the longest? See, I think this is a little different. I with the English and literature, it's
Mm-hmm.
like things you learn that you need to know, but you
Mm-hmm.
don't really ever think of. But these are just things that, come up in life and,
Yeah,
when
I would
you
agree with
look at
that.
traveling and whatever.
Yeah.
So I feel like this stuff is a little bit more tangible to get.
Mm-hmm. No, I
What is
agree.
the longest river in the world?
Amazon.
Yes.
Then
Why
it's
did
the
I think it was
Nile.
the Nile?
I
I
think
always
Nile's
thought the
two.
Nile.
I think Nile's two.
I think so, but like I always thought the Nile was the longest river in the world for some
No,
reason.
it's
Did
Amazon
it
because Amazon Trail. You never played Amazon Trail?
the
It's like
no.
Oregon Trail in the Amazon.
Oh, I was
It was a
gonna say
good time. It was a good time.
okay, I thought you were talking about the Oregon Trail, and I
I
was
never
like,
finished it. I always died of poison. It was really sad.
oh, no, maybe I'll have to play it once we're done. See what it's all
I don't even
about.
know where you could get it, but yeah, try
Probably
it.
online. A couple years ago, I played the Oregon Trail online.
Oh, cute.
It's fun. I mean, it was so
Not like
stupid.
cute because it's like, like died of drowning, died of, what
Yeah, but no,
else?
like it's just like a fun game to
Yeah,
think about what it was like back then. Fun stuff.
fun.
What continent is the country of Greece located?
Europe?
Yes.
I don't know
How
why I
many
overthought that one.
how many oceans are there?
Four. It's Atlantic, Pacific, Arctic, and Indian.
Hold on. Name them again.
Atlantic, Pacific, Arctic, Indian Ocean.
You're missing one.
I am?
I think this was like I feel like I've had this conversation. I think this was a newer thing that they kind of declared. I couldn't tell you when they did it, but there's 5 oceans.
Oh
The
God.
Southern Ocean.
Its name is the Southern
The
Ocean.
Southern, yeah.
Oh,
I for some reason I feel like
bogus.
it's newer. I think
Yeah.
that there was just
Too much ocean, not enough.
it was like yeah, the ocean was like too wide, and they're like we need to like cut this up.
So
And
then where does I'm curious now. Maps of oceans. So then where is that just like south of Pacific and Atlantic? Is that the idea? Oh, there we go. I see it now. Oh, okay. Well, it makes sense.
yeah, there's just so much space, and they're like, well, let's just put another ocean here, which feels weird.
We didn't learn. I don't remember learning about that at all.
No, I don't think we did either. I think it's a newer thing. If you look up what year, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't tell you how new. Maybe it's not. Maybe I'm just. But yeah, there's 5 oceans. Speaking of water, what is the name for a body of land that is completely surrounded by water?
Peninsula.
Completely
Oh,
surrounded.
island.
Yes.
There we go.
Hmm.
Sorry, I was trying to be fancy with my terminology.
You're like, I got this.
It's a peninsula.
I was gonna say something really stupid. Never mind. Don't. I'm just on something today. Anyways, what is the capital of New York?
Like the state, Albany.
Yes. Compared to New York, the what?
I don't know. I'm just making sure. These questions, some of these questions have been notoriously tricky.
Yeah, no, they are for sure. Okay, you should get this one. How many Great Lakes are there in the
5.
United States?
And it's Holmes, Huron, Ontario, Michigan, Erie, Superior.
What did you say? Got it. Holmes. Got it. Keeping up.
Superior is the biggest. I think it's Michigan is the shallowest or the deepest. Erie is the shallowest.
Is Michigan the deepest?
I think it is. I could
I
be
thought
wrong.
Superior was for some reason.
Oh, maybe.
But I
Maybe
mean, it might be the biggest, but
Superior is Superior, girl. So.
Yeah. Also, did you know that most of the fish that people eat that come from the Great Lakes comes from Lake Erie?
Oh, ew.
You're right. I'm like, ugh.
Ooh, not for me.
I mean, it can't really come from Superior because like a lot of people do like fishing, like shallow fishing.
Mhm.
And because Superior is so cold, there's not a lot of like grassy stuff that grows
Hmm.
towards the surface because it's like too cold and
Makes sense.
doesn't get, I don't know, something like that. Someone told me that. You know, talk to them.
So if
Fourth
you're
grade,
a fish, it's good to live in Superior because you're not being caught.
you're gonna live.
You're gonna live.
Fourth, or you might get caught, but like not sold to restaurants, which you know. Fourth grade, where is the largest desert in the world located?
Antarctica.
No.
Yeah, Antarctica's a desert.
Is it?
Yeah, because it doesn't rain.
Does it have a name?
Antarctica. I'm not even joking. Here, let me type in world's biggest desert. Is the world's biggest desert? Otherwise, I would have said Sahara.
Where's that located though?
Oh, that's Africa.
Yes.
Antarctica is the largest desert on Earth, almost twice the size of the Sahara. Yes, and I'll send you this link
Cute.
so I can prove.
Sorry with
Because
my fake
here's the
news.
thing, because it's like when you think of a desert, right? You think of the sand and the heat, but because a desert is defined by the amount of precipitation, so a region that receives very little precipitation is classified as a desert. So you have like subtropical, coastal, polar deserts. What they have in common is it's barren, windswept, and it makes it difficult for plants and animals to gain footholds in land. So it applies to
So
Antarctica.
it doesn't snow in Antarctica?
No, I don't think it does. I think it's just cold. Here, I'll send you
Interesting. Please do.
send you an article, little linksies. But
Yeah.
yeah, if we're going traditional, we would be going with the Sahara, which is in Africa. But if we are talking about deserts, Antarctica is number one.
Interesting. Well, thank you for that lesson.
Look at me beating the questions itself. Yes.
You're like that kid in class that's like, actually, that's not
Actually,
correct.
Teacher, do we have a pop quiz today?
There's a spelling error in this test. I thought you would want to know. Thank you. I was definitely that kid though. I was like, you forgot a period when you wrote the test. They're like, okay.
Oh my god.
Sorry, you're just wrong. Where were we? Where did I? Oh, here we go. How many kingdoms are part of the United Kingdom?
You got Britain, North Ireland, Wales, Scotland. So 4.
Yes. Good job. Oh. What? Which country is the largest in size?
Russia.
Yes. What is the largest U.S. state by landmass?
Alaska.
Yes. The United States and Mexico are separated by which river?
Oh God. Not Rio de Janeiro.
That's where the parties happen.
Oh God. What is the name of that river? Is it like Juarez?
No, you were close with the Rio.
Rio Grande.
Yes.
Yes! Yes!
What is the southernmost continent called?
Antarctica?
Yes.
Yes. I was waiting for actually there's like a lot like part of South America
It's like
owns
a little
like a little
bit.
like yeah.
That's just kind of, you know. We're in 5th grade now. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
What measures distance north or south of the equator? Latitude or longitude?
That's latitude because longitude you're going like long down.
Yes. Which country is both an island and a continent?
Oh, I
Call
don't
back.
know. Is it Australia? Boom.
When you said that, I was
Boom.
like, oh, interesting, is it?
I don't
Weird.
know. I don't know.
I have no idea. Thank you.
I don't know her.
Don't know where, but yeah, good job.
Sweet.
What is the name of the sea that hold on. I'm having issues today. I'm so sorry, everybody. What is the name of the sea bordered by Europe to the north and North Africa to the south?
Mediterranean.
Yes. The mountain range that includes Mount Everest is called.
Himalayas.
Yes. Imaginary lines traversing the globe from pole to pole are called.
Coordinates?
No.
Pole to pole. Hemispheres? No. Longitude, latitude. Can you read the question one more time for me?
Imaginary lines traversing the globe from pole to pole are called.
Oh my god, I can see the diagram of it too. Which is kind of funny. I don't know. Polar lines?
Meridians.
Oh! But that's the meridian is above and below the equator, isn't it? Never mind. Get me out of that question. I have an issue with that question.
Also, I didn't write these questions. I found them on the internet, so I don't claim to be super knowledgeable. And that's why I'm glad we're doing this, me to you, before you found the idea and brought it to me, because oops, that would have been embarrassing.
That's true.
How many countries are in North America?
How many didn't we do this one, North America? Like there's 3. There's Canada, US, Mexico, right?
When you include all of the like territories and stuff that technically like aren't.
Oh my god, I don't know. What, like the Caribbean islands?
Yeah, that kind of stuff.
Oh god, I wouldn't know that. Who would know that? We'll go with like 12. I don't.
There's 23.
Yeah,
I did not know that.
That's a BS question.
There's Canada, the United States,
Mm-hmm.
Mexico, and all the sovereign states in the Caribbean and Central America.
Which includes like what, like Cuba, Belize.
Yeah, all 20 of them.
Dominican Republic and Bahamas.
Yeah, no, when I read that one, I was like, 23?
I don't think it's a fair question.
No fifth grader knows that. I didn't know that.
Knowing that, no.
No. Insane. So that's the end of 5th grade geography.
Great. I think I got like 2 wrong in that set too, so I'm feeling pretty good.
Good. That's good. Do you want to do one more, or do you want to save? Because we still have history, math, and science. We can save those for another time.
I feel quite questioned out.
There.
My brain is like hurting.
I feel like when we do like these question episodes, it's kind of just like it's done very quickly, because you can only answer so many questions until it's like, this just honestly feels like a chore. Like I don't enjoy this. Yeah. I love asking the questions. I have fun on this side for sure.
Yeah, well, that part's the easy part.
Well, that was fun. Yes. So we have science, math, and history that we still have to see if Matt is smarter than a 5th grader. You smarter than a 5th grader. That was Jeff Foxworthy.
All of these 5th graders. These 5th graders have no chance against me.
They got nothing against me. Ooh. That was Jeff Foxworthy, right? The host of the show?
I don't know. Maybe.
I think it was.
I didn't really watch it, I'll be honest.
Really? I love that show. Oh, yeah. It definitely was not real. Like it, I feel like it was definitely super staged, and and then they have to like talk through all of their answers and stuff. So it's like, what's 2 + 2? They're like, okay, so if 2 + 1 is 3, and it's so much, and it's too much production. Just see if these adults are smarter than these kids. Yeah. And then the kids are super sassy, and they're like, you don't know that? It's like, get them.
I'd be like, spank you after the show. And not in a good way.
Yeah. Wait. It's like, anyways.
Anywho.
Thanks for listening. Remember, you can find us wherever you get your podcasts, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, everywhere else, or you can listen to us and watch us on YouTube on the Starvolt Studios page. That's StarVolt, Starvolt Studios. And you could also check out Matt's other projects that he has on there as well. He's doing a lot. It's really exciting, really fun. Matt, you have anything else?
No, we'll see you next time for some more questions.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.